Hey guys, today we're making a bit of a gimmick deck. So, pretty simply, we have a card I really like. So, we have Utopia, scroll in, let's see if we can find it. Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. So, we have this Utopia card, pretty cool. And an easy way to make it, generally speaking, is if we use the effect of Utopia double, which requires double or nothing. But essentially, what this does is this allows us to make a 5k guy just immediately, and all we really need to do is meet these conditions. We need two level 4 monsters on the field, which is not that hard to do, honestly. And then we need double or nothing to be in our deck to be able to be searched by Utopia double. And then it can rank up into Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, which is just a 5k guy. And this is just going to be 5k forever. But the only downside to this, of course, is that it cannot attack directly. So if, for example, our opponent special summons all of their guys into defense position, uh, it'll be somewhat difficult to game our opponent, that depending on like how good we draw and all that. So just in general, not very consistent. But just in general, Ultimate Leo Utopia right here is one of my favorite cards, just period. And we'll put in just these three guys for the time being. Uh, Maybe this as well. And we'll kind of figure out what we do with these later on. But this is pretty intriguing because let's assume we just do essentially Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray pass. Then our opponent, they can literally just do nothing, pass on no board, and we still can't lethal despite having a 5,000 attack monster, as crazy as that sounds. But, okay. Well, what if we made it a little bit more consistent? Well, we still can't do anything about our opponent just literally passing on nothing because we can't attack directly with our 5k monster. But if our opponent does summon something, we can still at least force it into attack position. So we have two different cards that kind of help out with this. So we have, first off, we have all out attacks. If a monster or monsters is special summoned while this card is face up on the field, use that monster to face up attack position and must attack if able during the turn they are special summoned. So if we end on specifically just passing on just Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, then we can force our opponent to attack into this, and they'll probably game themselves, which is kind of funny. And then there is one other card that is similar to this that kind of help out with this. So we have final attack orders, which is a little less useful for us, or arguably equally as useful. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to a attack position, and their battle positions cannot be changed. And this is pretty cool because this would technically actually be able to well because this says their battle positions cannot be changed. This would allow us to overcome like Baguska. Baguska would not work while final attack orders is on the field. Neither would uh Tryhard Scareclaw, which is kind of neat. But this, for the purposes of what we'll be doing today, is just arguably just the worst version of all out attacks. So we'll go with 3 copies of all out attacks. And we will simply open all out attacks. Simple. And we'll probably want to cap out on Astral Utopia and then reinforcements of the army. And this actually says send one other card, right? 2k. I'm sure we can work this out somehow. So let's see. How do we get rid of Astral Utopia here, actually? So if we have Astral Utopia on the field, what can we do with this exactly? I guess we could make this into like a redoer after we do a search, maybe. That is not the worst thing I've ever heard, so I guess we can go with that. And real quick, I need to check this, so Time Thief. Gotta remember the combo for this, though. So it's like normal summon Time Thief Regulator, and then we want to special summon Time Thief Winder, and then Adjuster, I believe. And then Adjuster is supposed to send, I believe, Temper Wall. Then Temper Wall can return the Winder to our hand. And what does Winder add actually? Is this the only thing in particular? Uh, no. Okay, I don't think this does anything in hand either, only in the graveyard. Okay. So we can just grab Time Thief Retrograde, I guess. And then what we can do is with Temper Wall returns Winder. Then we use Adjuster and Temper Wall to make Redoer. And then we can detach a material from Redoer to special summon Winder. And we're a material short. None of these guys allow us to special summon, right? Well, this card is in your graveyard. This is only the graveyard, right? Why do like none of these guys summon from hand? Oh, is there a different way to do this? Wait. Can we wait? We can just add Adjuster instead, and then who are we supposed to actually summon then? What? If we summon Winder to grab Adjuster, and then we summon Temper Wall, can we like Temper Wall bounce back something? Uh, no, right? Does this really only let us make one rank 4? Is there no way to make 2 with this? This, this, can't trigger this. Not with a 1 card as far as I can tell. But I mean, it's still good in general because if we activate Time Thief Winder, add Adjuster. Does Adjuster trigger? No, I don't think it does, so it's not very good here, I don't think, is it? But like Winder itself is still at least an extender we can use from hand. So that's cool. But okay. Big thing we want is Shade Brigandine. Definitely want at least 1 or 2 copies of this, and then we want, I believe, probably some Utopia cards, I guess. We might as well go for it then. So we'll go 3 copies of Ascended Sage, and then we want 2 copies of Arm Sage or 3. If I recall correctly, though, Arm Sage is just significantly worse to run at 3 copies than Ascended Sage, because with the Arm Sage, if we normal summon Arm Sage, we cannot special summon Arm Sage for some reason. But if we were to instead like special summon Ascended Sage, we can still normal summon on Ascended Sage. So yeah, that's the explanation for these ratios. And then I believe we also do want 3 copies of Zexal Construction because it's just in general a helpful card. And then the automatic cards are not bad, I guess, but we'll grab Numbers Protection and Number Wall just because they're funny. Usually you would just grab probably just the protection, but we'll grab Wall as well. So let's grab Wall, and I guess for now let's put all out attacks at 2 copies. And then let's grab, I don't know, whatever seems good, I guess. So the ratios here. Okay. We'll grab these guys because they're fun, I guess. So we'll grab 1 of those guys, 1 of those guys. And then we'll want some more starters or something like that. Do I have a single copy of Sakitama? Epic. Aratama then. We can craft one. That wouldn't matter too much. Then from here, let's grab Raid Raptor. Raider's Wing over here. Yep, this Raid Raptor's card. Then we'll want the Time Thief card. And we'll run one of Retrograde with this. And this is also fine. I don't know if we can actually discard a card or not, but in general, this is pretty useful. And there's actually another Raid Raptor card I think we might want to get. Just in general, I think this is kind of good, so let's grab Force Strix. So the idea of Force Strix is that it can grab Raider's Wing, so that's cool. And real quick, let's see. Is there a reason to play like Zephyros? Like, I don't think we have anything worth returning with Zephyros, personally. Can we equip these guys multiple times? Yes, we could do this. So we could do equip Lightning Blade, return Lightning Blade with Zephyros, and then re-equip Lightning Blade onto like a Utopia. So that's kind of cool, I guess. The idea for Force Strix is this is really good to make UDF with, though, I believe. If we were running that, but we don't really have to, so we're just vibing. So let's run 2 or 3 copies of Change Tactics, I guess. And I don't know if we have any good ways to like discard. The only discard I know that we would run is probably Automata Para if we were running the Automat cards. So that's a thing, I guess. And then I think we're pretty solid here. Utopia Lightning. Go with Prime, I guess. And then we need to run like either 2 or 3 ultimately a Utopia raise, I believe. And then we can just throw in some like hand traps, I guess, and we'll probably be okay. Ash Blossom, Imperm. We'll just go with this, I guess, and then like Coldline, sure. And Dexter deck could probably use some work, but our only goal here for today is just to end on ultimately a Utopia array and have all-out attacks. So yeah, pretty simple here. Let's go ahead and craft that copy of Aratama, and we should have enough starters to just do whatever. So Aratama is in particular pretty good versus like, let's see. Actually, yeah, I don't think there's anything that problematic when it comes to the rank 4 stuff. Yeah. Because we should be able to just summon whatever we want when we need it. So we should be fine, actually. Yeah, never mind. So it's time for the danger zone. Dangering time. Wait, isn't danger zone like the name of the field spell? Well, whatever. So we will simply just open the continuous trap. And let's see how well this does. If we get it. Well, we can still technically get it, so we just simply have to believe. And, well, yeah, okay. I guess we can put back the Imperm. So, I think the best way is to grab Ascended Sage, but I think I forgot to put in, like, regular Utopia. Well, okay, whatever. It's fine. Then, Astro Strike, Change Tactics. We can go make double here. Grab the rank up and do a draw. Cool. Well, okay, I guess. And we can just rank up now, actually. It's probably better to rank up now, actually. Yeah. Just so we can't draw into the rank up. Or not rank up, the double or nothing. This will miss timing, though, which is unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Well, whatever. Either we risk it or we don't. Okay. And here we can't do it because I had to risk drawing into double or nothing. Oh well. Yeah. That is definitely my bad, I guess. Well, alright. Go next. And it's kind of bricked. My hope is just to draw it off of, like, maybe the change tactics. So, if we don't, I'll just be sad. But that's about it. Artama, Astraltopia, Arm Sage. Okay, so we have it here. So we can do this. Effective search. The Sakitama. And then we don't have to summon Sakitama immediately. We can do Arm Sage here. And then double. Let's make our boy untargetable. So let's grab this, right? Your opponent cannot target that monster with card effects. Epic. We just need the protection, honestly, and we should be fine. So let's grab this. Special summoning our ultimately Utopia Ray, and we just grab Tiger, I guess, right? Yeah. Grab Tiger. So Lightning Blade. Tornado Bringer. Astral Utopia. Then we can just send double or nothing because we actually don't need that anymore. Yeah. Okay. So this always works out because we always have double or nothing to send. And then we can just send or add here number wall because it's funny. Then we set this, set this, set this. And we're at 7.5k attack. And we'll do normal summon Sakitama. We'll make Redoer. And then Redoer will just be gone the next turn, so it's fine. Okay. So this is the basic idea here. So we go ahead and we will activate number wall. Activating all out attacks. And we also have numbers protection here. And ultimately a Utopia raise effect to negate. So let's attach. Okay. Sure. And let's get rid of Redoer just off the field for the time being. Okay. Now you're forced to attack into Ultimate Leo Utopia, right? Very epic. Okay, there's nothing really worrisome that they can send here. Tsuchinoko, it's fine. We have numbers protection to kind of protect our back row if necessary. Nightmare Phoenix. What are they going to target here? All out attacks. Interesting, but no. We have our ultimately Utopia Raid Negate. What did they discard here? Dark World Dealings. Interesting, interesting. Battle Phase. And we actually can't lethal now because our opponent just... They're very aware. Well, actually we can lethal because we actually have Redoer, so... You know what? It works out. It works out in the end. We always take these. Okay. And then... Huh. Wait, this is actually better than I thought. Because our opponent always has no good follow-up when they have to deal with all-out attacks. They're very much forced to attack Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. This is better than, for example, the U-Bell cards, actually. Oh wait, I shouldn't have attacked in this order. Wrong attack order, I'm dumb. Okay. Wait, we have to pass. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I was supposed to attack with Ultimate Leo Utopia, right? Oops. Can't attack directly. Okay. Well, whatever. It's game after this resolves. Pretty much, right? Oh, they actually... Wait. Did they run out of dangers? No, they didn't. I'm pretty sure they run Nessie. they're playing around the all-out attacks. That's actually hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I messed up. Whatever. I didn't think the AI was actually this smart. All right. It was a mistake, but we did learn from it, huh? The AI is actually, for some reason, aware of all-out attacks and is trying not to lose to it. I didn't think it could do that. All right then. Yeah, but in general, the combination of just all-out attacks with our monster here, I never thought of using all-out attacks like this, but this is essentially helping us game our opponent, and it's like board clear, uh, kind of like a board wipe, right? Which is kind of crazy because I never thought of using a card like this. But this is only effective going first, so it's a little bit of a shame in that regard. But if we do go first with all-out attacks, it doesn't really matter the deck necessarily. So let's say, for example, I don't know. I guess it does matter a little bit on exactly what you're running. Like if you're not running like particularly big monsters, but if we are running a deck with like big monsters, all-out attacks would just force our opponent to just uh kill off their entire board. You know, kind of against their will, but you know, they might be able to keep normal summon monsters, I suppose, as well, right? And yeah. So if they're during the turn they're special summoned, they must attack. Okay. But yeah, that this is actually able to wipe our opponent's board and actually help us towards lethal. Huh. Much better card than I expected. So depends on the exact deck, right? But well, let's say if we're just playing Sword Soul, for example, we have our smallest monster on our end board is probably just like the Jishao, so you usually go Jishao Baron, just forcing your opponent to crash into Jishao after like stopping their play with your negates. That's actually pretty damn strong, really. Yeah. Not much else needs to be said about that. That's kind of wild. But what is interesting about this as well is if your board gets broken, you might actually lose from an all-out attacks as well, because this applies to both players. So I guess that's also interesting, that aspect of this card. But for the most part, if you're using this as the going first player, I just see this uh 9 times out of 10 going very well for you, and your opponent just having a really hard time coming back from this. For example, though, with like Labyrinth, one other typical plays is that they might set like a big welcome or a welcome on the second turn, and then if they special summon their copy of Ariana, they would be forced to do battle with it and kind of destroy it, right? So, pretty intriguing. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.